Whoop! Hello, hi, happy Saturday, everyone. It's me, Bretamania, coming to you live from somewhere in Brooklyn. Where? I don't know. But I haven't had to leave my apartment in 6 months, so I don't really need to know where I live. Anyway, hi, friends. Hello. Oh, I've got 2 hydrates off the bat. My goodness. All right. It's America's favorite game, Drown the Streamer. Oh my gosh, wrench. Oh my goodness. Okay. Thank you for that. Thank you, Hetero. Thank you, Non-Binary. Thank you, Wrench. Happy Saturday, friends. Hello to everyone who has come in. Hello, I Smile. Hey, Nema. Oh, hey, Kaz. How's it going? Lurkin, I see. Let's see. Heterosapiens, hello. Non-Binary, hello. Wrench, hello. It is good to see you all, friends. We are going to do some more Hiveswap Friendsim this morning / early afternoon. Also, fun fact, this evening, Manuel and I are going to start streaming Life is Strange at 8 p.m. Eastern time. We're very much looking forward to that. It's semi-blind for me because I've played like halfway through that game before. Manuel is completely blind on it, so it's going to be an adventure. I haven't touched it in a few years, so I forgot most of the things that I've seen so far. But anyway, yay! It wouldn't be a stream without water, would it be? Oh, please, Heterosapiens. I beg of you. Wonderful. Yo, how's it going, Copper? 978 to Captain. You're getting so close. So close to that ceremonial Discord rule that gets you a color change. Unless you're a sub. Unless you're a Benefactor, because I think that's higher up on the tier. But still, you'll have earned that role admirably. Look at the blep. Thank you for the blench, Wrench. For the blep, Wrench. Yo, how's it going, Twink Master? Happy Saturday. All right. So we're on volume 10. Ooh, 976 away. I Smile and Copper are racing. They're racing for that. I've bought Life is Strange, but I've never bothered to play it because I've seen too many Let's Plays of it. That's totally fair, Heterosapiens. Yeah, I have not seen any Let's Plays of it myself because I've been meaning to finish it. So after all these years, we're gonna play through all of it and we're going to finish it. All right, let's go ahead and jump in. You finally finished exams? Well, yay! Congratulations. That's awesome. It's a good feeling. Nema, I can't remember how far I got into Life is Strange when I last played it. I think I got maybe halfway through it, but Manuel has never played it. So we're starting at the very beginning of it tonight. So it's going to be, like I said, semi-blind for me, but completely blind for her. If that helps at all. Sorry, I'm just cleaning up my glasses because they're smudged. I might actually be making it worse. I don't know. Vivi is here too, by the way, everyone. Vivi is curled up and passed out on pet cam in his little cat bed in the window. I actually had to close the window this morning because it was too chilly in the apartment. That's how low the temperatures have dropped. It was 54 degrees Fahrenheit or 12 degrees Celsius this morning, and I love that temperature. I love the crisp air of the approaching autumn. I'm actually wearing, for the first time in several months, I'm wearing a hoodie and some really cozy sweatpants and socks, for that matter. I actually had to put on socks and shoes to go out today instead of just sandals and shorts. And I am very much enjoying. Let's see. So we're on volume 10. Hold on, I'm just catching up on that. Do we have mods? So I actually don't have mods because I've never really needed them. So that's where I currently stand on that. So yeah, Voidcat is here. Yay! Vivi is great. In fact, if you actually added a couple of bot commands, I actually stole this idea from Cosmicordia because she has one for her dog. I made a couple bot commands to explain the backstory of my cats and also of my dog, Tara. If we don't have any if we don't have any mods, then make everyone here a mod. Problem solved. Like, yes. And if everyone is a mod, then no one is a mod. Yes. There's a couple of additional bot commands for the biographical information relating to my cats Vivi and Steiner and my dog Tara. Yes, pet lore. Exactly, non-binary. It's pet lore. Perfect. All right. So volume 10 of Faraway Lands and Nearby Pals. You've been lucky enough to acquire a bounty of friendships since you arrived on this planet. But there's still an emptiness nestled right in the crook of your heart's atria. Maybe making one more friend will fix it. Maybe this next one will expand inside your chest like a sponge in the bath, pushing out all your sadness, loneliness, and insecurity. After all, number 20 is the charm. Alright, so who do we got here? We got I don't know if it's pronounced Zebede or Zebede. I'm gonna go with Zebede, I think, unless anyone here knows the canon pronunciation. I could say otherwise. So Zebede Tongva, and then we got Tagiri Kalber, and that is quite an art style for Tagiri Kalber. I am digging the outfit and like the muscular nature and the sword most of all. Like, look at that sword. I have a feeling this is good. Like, I can't help but feel that's going to be a different experience than previously. So, anyway, MSPAR has depression and doesn't cope with it well. Zebede, okay. Oh, so is Zebede Tongva? Okay. Cool. Is Hiveswap an anime too? Who knows? Oh, I didn't realize that it changed when I flipped over Tagiri. I see. That is interesting. It's a JoJo reference? Oh my gosh. Is it really? I've not seen nearly enough of JoJo to understand when something is a JoJo reference. Maybe I should just assume everything is a JoJo reference. Maybe that's how I should just live my life. Alright, so let's go with Zebede. Tonight you are abuzz with excitement. Wait, no, your palm husk is vibrating in your pocket. One of your friends is contacting you. You pull it out and a notification pops up. Next stream series, watching JoJo. Oh no, please. ZZZ buzzing ZZZ is requesting to add you on Chitter. The message is accompanied by a little icon, blue, with a silhouetted winged animal. Oh, I wonder what that could be. Surely we don't have anything analogous in our world. Oh no, he's a weeb. Oh no, I've been outed. Some of the similarities between this planet and your own are starting to stretch your powers of belief in coincidence. Whatever. You pull up the app and read the messages from, could it be, your potential new friend? Oh, what kind of voice should I do for this character? Music, beekeeper who? I don't know her. You brought her, you beekeeper. Oh, what kind of voice should I do for this character? I am willing to take some input, because I feel like I invariably do like the same 3 or 4 voices over again, and I kind of want to like think a little bit more about it. Maybe I don't need to think about it so much for this particular character. Also, let me turn the music down. I see it's kind of spiking a little bit, going into the yellow. Bump it down just a skosh more. Sounds like a snouty nerd. Yeah, I was kind of thinking, like, similar to like my Alphys voice for Undertale, I was kind of thinking like, OMG, hi! Something like that. I'll go with that, and I can change it as we need to. Alright. OMG, hi! I hope it's okay to contact you. Oops, I should introduce myself. I saw your picture on Sarava's stream. I'm one of their biggest fans. But now I'm one of yours. Ooh. Love those looks. Anyway, I would love to chat if you're open to it. If not, it's okay. You can just ignore me. Ignore me! Everyone else does. This person's really fishing for attention. I think, you know, snout, I think, checks out. Snout or snoot. As in a doggy snoot. Sometimes we boop Tara's snoot on this stream. Could this be the universe reaching benevolently down to do you a solid? It's like being given a giant pile of money unasked. I want or a snotty nerd? Oh, perhaps a snotty nerd. Snooty, snotty, snouty. It's all nasal related. It's nasal or nasal adjacent. Depending on how far you're able to expel your snot. Anyway, it's like being given a giant pile of money unasked. I want someone to just give me a giant pile of money without me asking for it. That would be great. Although I'll also take a giant pile of money if I do ask for it. Like, I'm not picky. I will take an asked for and not asked for pile of money. That's okay. That's okay, Twink. I think we're basically getting the gist of what you're trying to say. You didn't have to do anything for this friendship. You didn't even have to walk anywhere. All you had to do was join the fabled social media, and it literally appeared in your pocket. Your hands are shaking a little as you go to respond. You don't want to seem too eager. Or do you? You have no idea how to approach this. I don't have money, but I can give you something even better. Friendship! Oh, heterosapiens, thank you. A big pile of friendship also is pretty good. You thank ZZZ Buzzing ZZZ for his compliments and say that you would be happy to talk sometime. In an instant, a notification pops up, inviting you to download another app. You do it, and a video screen opens. Suddenly, you can see your new friend's face. He's sweetly round and roly-poly, and smiling at you broadly. Hi! I'm Zebede. I hope it's not too sudden to gripe you like this. Oh my gosh, gripe, Skype, gripe, wonderful. But what if the giant pile of money is heavy and someone throws it at you and kills you? That's a risk I'm willing to take. Like every a-hole genie, oh my gosh. If I ever had a genie offer me 3 wishes, I feel like I would need to word them very, very carefully. Oh, so Copper, that's kind of a... So in the Homestuck universe, especially with trolls, which are the characters that make up Hiveswap Friendsim, like these gray-faced creatures with the candy corn-colored horns, they all have these things called typing quirks. And for example, Hetero Sapiens is doing all of their typing with like curly brackets around their texts, and that's an example of a typing quirk. So during these Hiveswap or Homestuck streams, people like to type in different quirks during these streams because it's kind of like they're sort of immersing themselves in the universe. So some people like to really go whole hog and type with quirks during these streams, and some people just type like they normally do during their streams. It's part of the experience. yeah, actually, Twink, I was about to say, like, I feel like I would need to have the genie, like, sign a waiver, or, like, we'd have to get, like, some kind of, like, contract with a bunch of really specific legalese before, like, I transact the wish. Yo, how's it going, Pants? Happy Saturday. How are you doing? Today's hat is interesting. Yes, this is my Nepeta beanie. Nepeta is my favorite character from Homestuck, and actually I also have like a little miniature plushie of Nepeta. But Nepeta is my favorite because she acts very cat-like, and she makes a lot of cat-related puns. So as you can imagine, that goes over very well with me. So she is by far my favorite. And of course, on cue, Nonberry has redeemed sacrificing a Nepeta to save the mayor. So we have to sacrifice another poor, dear, sweet, innocent Nepeta. Sorry, daughter. I'm so sorry. Nonberry, you monster. You have sacrificed another Nepeta. All right. Anywho. Let's see. Just grinding out some Destiny 2 stuff before stream later. Awesome. That sounds like a really great way to spend your Saturday morning there, Pants. All right.
I hope it's not too sudden to grab you like this. Is it okay? OMG, you don't have to respond to that. Sorry for being weird. Let's start over. How do you know Sarava?
Apart from being extremely friendly, this troll also seems to run both sides of the conversation by himself. Befriending him is the least effort you've ever put into anything. His enthusiasm is really cute, but there's something about him that unsettles you. Looking at his hopeful face gives you a dark stab of humiliation you don't quite understand. You swallow down the discomfort and tell him the story of your friendship with tell him the story of your friendship with Sarava, leaving out Sarava's personal background. He hangs on your every word. So my initial reaction to what's happening here is basically Zebede is trying to like backdoor into some kind of relationship with Sarava, like friendship or any kind of association or acquaintance with Sarava, because Sarava clearly is like internet famous in like on Alternia, and I think this is kind of like the classic like befriend their friend maneuver in order to get access to the famous person. So I suspect that's what's happening here. It was a good morning, very productive out of 10. Nice. Hit the gym? Nice and early? That's awesome. Got your grocery store run? Wow, you've been really productive. Threw some chicken, some marinade. All before 9:30. That is fantastic, Pants. You really deserve to reward yourself there. That is fabulous. That sounds great. MC could take a break now and be a lazy cat. Indeed. He just wants to be their friend. A lazy friend making clutch. Yes. All right. Hangs on your every word.
That's so cool. I wish I could hang out with you guys. See? OMG, not that I'm implying you'd want to hang out. It's just no one ever comes to visit me.
And like he's using like some classic guilting maneuvers here too. He takes out his phone and taps a few keys. A notification box pops up in front of the video. It's a direct message from ZZZ Buzzing ZZ that just says, oh, sad face. Got your Walmart order? Yay! Way to go, Copper. Yeah, we get stuff delivered to us through Whole Foods. Like we order some Whole Foods stuff for some of our groceries. I never get to make cat puns, everyone hates mine, but now, well, puns are most welcome here, Twink. In fact, if you look right below my face, it says puns right there on the tin. So if you make puns, you're in good company. But now I'm furry. Yay! You ask him why that is.
I live in the middle of nowhere. It's good for the bees, but I guess no one really thinks it's worth the effort to come all the way out here. It's just me and my Lucis, and he can't really do much around the hive. Sigh.
Good old whole paycheck. Yes. Whole paycheck.
It's fine.
He really says the word sigh out loud. Oh my gosh, I was actually about to make a comment on that. Like, I said the word sigh out loud because clearly that's what is happening. But nope. Actually, he is saying sigh out loud. Despite saying it was fine, he seems dejected with a distinct downward angle to his shoulders. Sorry, his shoulders. His buzzy accent is kind of getting to you. Oh, he has a buzzy accent. Okay. I might need to like try to keep an eye out for that. All right, let's go ahead and save. Come to our first decision point. Oop, hold on a sec. All right. Do we want to ask more about where he lives or ask him if it's really fine? Let's ask more about where he lives. You say it must be nice to live in the countryside. You mentioned that you did get to see some of rural Alternia when you met Skyla, and it seemed beautiful. Zebede's face twists into a grimace. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I guess.
Maybe the Z's are actually like, I should be like doing buzzing sounds. Like,
I guess.
Sensing this is a moment for sympathy, you tell him you're sure his friends would come visit if they were able to make the trek.
Sure. It sounds like you did visit another troll that lives in the countryside, though. So I guess you thought she was cooler than me. That's like, it's whatever. You don't need my friend. I don't need my friends to pick me first.
You struggle for words. You want to reassure him, but you also don't know him that well yet. You weakly protest you didn't mean to say Skyla was cooler than him. You didn't even know him then. Maybe you'll be able to visit him in the future, too. What does a buzzy accent even sound like? Does it sound furrible? Who knows? That's a good question. I'm just taking my best guess at it. Taking a stab at it.
Yeah, maybe. I've heard that before.
He's not rejecting you, but you get the sense that a wall has been raised. You're sure you're going to keep chatting with Zebede from time to time, but you get the sense you're never going to become a true friend. You're stuck in acquaintanceship limbo. Looks like you failed to earn his trust. Twink, what matters is that you're trying. And it takes practice to get good at a thing, including making puns. But I encourage all attempts at puns. But it's so fun. Why you raise tail about it? Ah, that stings. Wow. So we failed to make friends with someone who is clearly using us to get to someone else. What a shame. Alright, let's try and do better this time. Ask him if it's really fine. You tell him that you'd understand if he's not okay with it. After all, you say, it would really hurt your feelings if your friends didn't make any effort for you. Isn't that what friends are supposed to do? He gives you a grateful smile, some tension releasing from his frame.
Oh, I would never ask that of anyone. I don't want to be annoying.
Like, man, this... Zebede also really has issues with insecurity, I'm sensing.
Like, sometimes I really wish someone would take the time to visit, but I totally don't blame any of my friends for not coming. Like, I understand that you have to decide which friends come first, and I just don't. Some people are just cooler and more fun than me. It's understandable.
Aw. Definitely has insecurity, definitely has some self-esteem issues. This really must be your lucky day. First of all, no one has threatened bodily violence towards you in the past 10 minutes. Your fear for life is at a low-key, reasonable level. Zebede, zebra, I sense a pattern. Interesting. Second, this troll is making it really obvious what he wants to do. What he wants you to do. This is a total slam dunk of a friend opportunity. Say you'll visit. Well, we have no choice, do we? Zebede's face transforms utterly. It's astonishing. He goes from sullen and shadowed to utterly radiant. Your heart pangs with an overwhelming surge of fellow feeling. True, you've seen other trolls react emotively at the sight of meat and blood and your own body sparkling under the moonlight, but Zebede is the only one with such an extreme reaction to friendship. Man, you are really feeling this little guy.
You'll come? Really?
That's so cool!
Thanks! This is gonna be so good. I'm gonna get all the best snacks, and my Lucis is really cool. You'll like him. This is so exciting!
You leave Zebede to his preparations, even as the bubble of joy inside you goes a little wobbly. You aren't used to such high expectations from prospective friends. Mostly people just expect you to be an imbecile. You absolutely can't screw this up. You made a promise to your brand new friend, who only knows of you through the internet on the account of someone who they're a huge fan of. And I suspect... Like I said, I suspect they're either using you as a backdoor to get access to the famous person, or they've put you on a pedestal as well, which is also not healthy. Or maybe they actually genuinely like you and they're just trying to make friends, and they're just really super awkward about it because they don't really get to hang out with friends. Who knows? So many possibilities here. Unfortunately, that promise to visit him in a I'm sorry. Unfortunately, that promise is to visit him in a house that is, by his own admission, so far away that not even people who know what the fuck is going on can be asked to find it. You haven't thought this through, but that's never stopped you before. First things first, what old friendships can you call on to help you out? I.e., who is likely to have a vehicle of some kind? You could always call up Tagora to see what he thinks, but you don't want to be too needy with him. Amicia, well, doesn't look tall enough to reach the pedals. Zebra, just no, right? Just no on Zebra. You are a strong, independent alien who don't need no troll. You also don't think aliens are allowed on public transit, and you don't know the number for troll taxis. Wait, what about our... Who is our... Can't afford Tagora, that's right. So many bounce abilities. Indeed. What? Who is, I can't remember the name of our old-timey radio aeroplane flying troll friend. I cannot remember that person's name, but I wonder if they're the person to call. So, you'll do crime. Perfect! Oh. We're gonna do crime. That's wonderful. I actually really enjoy doing crime in this. What did Condell do when she stole a car? Punched the lock off with one big fist. You won't be punching off any doors, but eventually you find a car that isn't locked, almost like someone helpfully left it for you. Haha, sucker. It pricks slightly at your conscience as you slide into the seat and fire up the autopilot, heading out into the country once again. But recently, anything that isn't brutal, indiscriminate violence kind of doesn't faze you. Oh my gosh. We're stealing a car and we're okay with it because it's comparatively tame to what normally goes on here. Yo, how's it going, Chester? Happy Saturday to you. So you stole a car. Big deal. It's not like anybody died. Yet. This is it. So begins your gradual slide into total moral iniquity. A hardened criminal. That's you. A hard-boiled criminal, see? Can't really stay here, but just want to drop by and say hi. Well, thank you so much, Chester. I'm glad you dropped by. It's good to... Even just having little drive-bys every now and then is totally fine with me, and I'm glad that you thought of coming in to say hi. Give Tara a treat and boop the snoot. Well, yes, we can definitely do that. And actually, Chester, since you have to go... let me actually do that right now. I normally try to do this in between episodes of Hiveswap Friendsim, but let's do that right now. Let me go ahead and get Tara real quick, and we'll give her a treat, and we'll all get a chance to boop her snoot. Be right back. All right, friends, Tara is here. If you're in chat and you're lurking and you want to take a moment to look at my dog and boop her snoot, she is on pet cam right now. All right, Tara, look up at the pet cam, girl. All right, everyone, boop the snoot. Do it while you can, because Tara is like staring up at the treat right now, and she is eventually just gonna go for it. Tara, look up at the camera, girl. All right, boop the snoot, everyone. Boop the snoot. Tara is staring intently at her treat. She really wants the treat. Yo, how's it going, MKFE? Happy Saturday to you. All right, Tara Bear. All right, no, down. Gotta do a thing for it. Oh, Tara. Down. All right, sit. All right, Tara, high five. Oh, good girl. There you go. All right, Chester, thank you so much for giving Tara a treat and giving us all a chance to see her on pet cam and letting us boop her snoot. Boop. 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 Oh, what a girl. What a good girl. For more biographical information on my dog, use command Tara. Also, you can follow her on Instagram as well at o.my.dog.its.tara. Oh, goodness. All right, friends, let's get back to some Hiveswap Friendsim, and Tara is going to go back about with her business. So let's go back to the star of the show, which is Vivi, who is snoozing peacefully in his kitty bed, as kitties do. Now, yes, let's get back to business. All right. Copper's getting so close, I could smell the promotion. And it smells lemony fresh. All right. A hardened criminal, that's you. Zebede does live pretty far out. He hadn't been exaggerating. You use the time to curl up in the back seat and catch up on some sleep, all the while trying to ignore the fact that the car reminds you of being inside a large, squishy animal. At least you get a few radio channels out here. Zebede's hive is big and buzzing, literally. You hear a persistent drone of bees, and standing right outside is the boy himself. Join the pundit brigade. Yes. Become a pundit. He's so excited he's bouncing on his toes, clapping his hands together. He has a gold symbol on his shirt. You wonder if he's a psychic. You've finally been here long enough to pick up on some racial stereotypes. Go you! The first hive that is actually a hive. Yes, it's true. It is actually a beehive.
You're here! You actually came! I seriously can't believe that someone actually went out of their way to visit me. Ah!
Well, you don't really have a way to go out of, but you keep that to yourself. You are more than happy to accept the friendship points. Zebede leads you into his hive, which, like Skyla's, looks like he made a lot of it himself. There are hanging baskets of flowers and plants everywhere, and a zigzag shelf holding up a stack of colorful books. In one corner is a big screen TV and an entertainment center. Zebede vanishes into another room and leaves you to get comfortable on the big couch, which is unsubtly striped yellow and black. The buzzing is pretty loud in here too, and you look around for bees. You're not thrilled about the bees, honestly. You wish there was some music on your phone to drown them out. You're thinking about following Zebede and seeing if he needs help, when your phone starts to vibrate. You look down and recognize Sarava's username. Oh my goodness. Do we get Sarava involved here? Or do we keep Sarava out of this? Let's go with answer. Like, let's test my theory to see if Zebede is actually just using us for access to Sarava. Alright, let's answer. Might as well. You have no idea how long Zebede's gonna be in there. And if there's anyone with music, it's this troll. Hey dude, what's up? Can't believe it took you this long to get a chitter. LMAO. Damn, you're like really lost without my help, huh? Looks like you only got 2 followers though. LMAO. You can feel some nameless tension in you bleed away into the thump of the lo-fi chill hop beats murmuring softly through Sarava's mic. If only you could just go spend time with your cool friends and stop making new ones. But even the thought makes your stomach wring itself out of. Wait, this is phrased weirdly. Okay, let me start this over. If only you could just go spend time with your cool friends and stop making new ones. But even the thought makes your stomach wring itself out like a washcloth. There's no point wishing for things to be different from how they are. You do anything for new friends. Anything. You ask them if they have any chitter advice. You know, on how to be a cool guy online. I mean, you definitely came to the right troll. But I don't know if I should be managing your brand more than I already did. Just risky for me, you know? It's hard enough maintaining my image as is. Other streamers always on my bulge, LMAO. Doesn't mean we can't hang, though. I mean, it was really chill last time. Also, I need my clothes back. You are sure, Sarava? Excuse me. You assure Sarava that you still definitely have their clothes, and that you totally did not destroy them in an epic battle to save a giant collie. Yes, definitely. That's cool, no worries or anything. I was wondering if you wanted to hang out today. If not, it's chill. I got all sorts of shit I can get up to, LMAO. You know how it is. But yeah, let me know. Oh wow, how did you suddenly become so popular? Maybe this is what happens when you finally get online. Not only are you hanging out with one friend, but you've got another one clamoring for your attention. Social media is amazing! You tell Sarava you would love to chill, but you're currently out in the middle of nowhere hanging out with someone else. Maybe Sarava has heard of him? Zebede Tongva. Surely everybody on the internet knows each other. Uh-oh, this is not gonna go well, is it? I don't know him? Sorry, lol. You spell out Zebede's Chitter handle. Sarava's face has a complicated dance between shock, worry, and wry amusement. Are we working on typing quirks? This is a good place to, I guess, experiment with those, isn't it? Y'all are having fun, it looks like. Oh, dang. LMAO. What are the odds? Small internet. So Sarava does know him. I mean, I know of him. Man, awkward. Are you guys tight though? You tell Sarava that you aren't tight yet. Pretty loose, but you're working on it, which is why you're currently in the middle of nowhere sitting on his bee-themed couch. Sarava scratches awkwardly between their horns. Is that like what you go online to do? That whole scene? Scene? The only scene you know about is the friendship scene, and possibly the clown scene, and the meat scene. Actually, you may be in more scenes than you give yourself credit for, and you get the feeling you are right on the edge of another one. You can taste it and it makes your stomach growl. You tell Sarava whatever the scene is, you're definitely not part of it. You don't even know what they're talking about. So what are they talking about? Not to like talk shit or whatever, cause God knows golds who live in a glass hive of tenuously curated online social interaction shouldn't throw stones or whatever. Fuck knows I got up to some shit back in the day. But you maybe shouldn't hang out with this dude. Especially when you're like, right on the edge of breaking out yourself. I mean, you have to be careful with this shit. I told you what happened to me. Internet fame isn't a joke. They gesture vaguely toward their missing eye. Here, let me just link you. A link pops up in the gripe chat box. You follow it to what appears to be a fanfiction account. Nothing wrong with a little fanfiction. Too lazy and on mobile most of the time to have a typing quirk. I mean, I don't have a typing quirk at all, so there is that. You've never been much of a writer yourself, but you're pretty pro anybody doing whatever they feel like, as long as it's not gruesome murder. You're a real chill dude that way. Ooh, that typing quirk looks kinda cool. I mean, right, yeah, same. LMAO. Not trying to judge or whatever, but you'll see what I mean. Scroll down. You scroll past the first few pages. Most of these seem to be about some band that you never heard of. And then, almost at the end, you find... Oh, damn. This appears to be a fanfic about Sarava. You don't click through, you kinda get the idea from the tags. Well, Sarava is a big deal after all. You guess it makes sense that people would include them in their, fantasies. You do it all the time. In a friend way. Yeah... You get what I'm saying now, though? I mean, live your dreams, right? LMAO. Any guy on the internet can write whatever he wants about me, but, like, I don't want to see it. Just a heads up, you know? You get how that could be a little awkward. You tell Sarava that you will be careful of your infant internet fame. Though you doubt anyone will ever write about anything about you. Who'd want to read about your dumb fuck exploits? Let's continue reading about these dumb fuck exploits. Yeah, LMAO. Come over whenever. I'll smoke you up. Great, more bug ass. You end your call with Sarava and navigate back over to Zebede's fanfiction account. You pick one of the ones not about Sarava, one of the teen-rated ones. You don't have anything against erotica, but maybe you'll save it for later. You don't know any of these characters, and the context is doubly indecipherable, the troll music business. But if this really is Zebede's writing, he's pretty good. You have such talented friends.
Hey! Sorry I took so long.
Shit, Zebede sneaks up on you from behind. You quickly lock your phone, but apparently not quickly enough.
How did you find this? Oh god, you went searching for me? I thought we were friends.
What? Of course you're friends.
Friends don't go digging through each other's shit. I would have showed you my fic if you just asked.
You tell him that you absolutely did not go looking for it. Sarava gave it to you when they called you up just now. Zebede's face closes down. Is it just you, or has the sound of the bees gotten louder?
Oh, right. So your cool friend Sarava told you. I see how it is.
No, they just called you. You just answered the phone.
No, it's fine. I totally get it. Haha. Even coming all this way out here, I'm still not a priority. It's fine. It's not even a big deal. I'm totally used to it. You and Sarava, what are you, mate sprits?
You are absolutely not mate sprits with Sarava. You are not mate sprits with anyone as far as you know. Fuck, having so many friends is exhausting.
Oh, really? Like your life is so great, I get it. You have just as many friends, and you're so popular, and everybody wants to spend time with you.
Zebede is crying and not trying to hide it. It's very sad and extremely awkward. You feel terrible, also like some kind of a dickhead. You're always doing all this complaining about your lot in life, when to tell the truth, you've actually got a lot going for you. You clipped a thing, Copper? Oh, perfect. I love it. I want to know what it is. You have all these amazing friends who go out of their way to check up on you and ask if you want to hang out. Of course, all that complaining is just in your internal monologue. It's not like anybody can hear your thoughts. Thank God for that.
Well, I'm so glad that you and Sarava have each other.
Oh yes, you may post a clip, Copper. I think people can drop links in chat. I forget what my setting is, but go ahead and go for it. And if something goes wrong, I apologize.
Maybe you can go hang out with them and make fun of me some more.
You try to tell Zebede you were absolutely not making fun of them. You were just curious about his hobbies and interests. You absolutely want to read his fanfiction. But the kid isn't listening anymore. Fuck. You hope the car has enough gas to get you back to civilization. Awkward! Alright, perfect. We found 2 ways to mess up becoming friends with Zebede. Now let's do the way that doesn't mess things up. Bug car, bug car. Alright, let's let Sarava go to voicemail. You decide to just let the call go to voicemail. You're busy with a different friend right now, and you can just call them back on your drive home. Or not home, but the closest you've got right now. That's right, we don't actually have a home currently. It will give you something to do besides sleep. You mess around on your phone for a little bit, filling out your profile on your chitter. Alien invasion of 1, just here, I guess. That's honestly the best you can come up with. You aren't quite sure how your age would translate to troll years, sweeps? So you don't bother with that. You've already gained some more followers. Sarava retweeted your intro tweet, or chirp, whatever. Fourth wall? What fourth wall? Perfect. I'll have to look at that later. Thanks, Copper. Also, I think we have a Clips channel in Discord. Yeah, Clips Ahoy. You can drop it in Clips Ahoy, too. I'm very proud of that channel name. Clips Ahoy. 1,000 clips delicious. Zebede comes back in with a tray of snacks and 2 glasses of something bright red that you hope isn't Faygo or blood, but that goes without saying at this point. But Faygo Red Pop is delicious. Why do we keep dissing Faygo here? Clearly whoever wrote this is not from Michigan.
Hey, who were you talking to? I heard your palm husk go off.
You tell him that you weren't talking to anybody. You let the call go to voicemail. Does he really think you're the kind of person who would take a call from someone else while you're having a hang sesh? Heck no.
Aw, you didn't have to do that. Zah!
Zebede says that, but he's obviously incredibly happy that you did. He sets the tray down and hops up on the couch next to you. That is true. If I'm not rapidly switching directions, am I playing Celeste? I think not. Oh no, my keyboard only supports 3 languages, so I had to delete Arabic off my keyboard. Wow, I actually was able to read that. That's incredible. Took me a bit of an effort to decipher it, but not too much.
So, what do you want to do? I have a bunch of really cool stuff you could check out, but I didn't want to make you just do whatever I wanted. I know we barely know each other.
You tell him that whatever he wants to do is fine with you. You aren't picky in any sense of the word. Zebede seems a little at sea by your lack of an opinion, but eventually he puts on the first episode of a pirate show. This is nice. It's nice to just chill for a little while. Pirate show that's perfect because today'd be International Talk Like a Pirate Day. Yeah. Bless me barnacles. Look at this kitty. To my port. Little kitty off the perch bow. I made a nautical pun. A nautical kitty pun. Anyway, let's continue with Hiveswap Friendsim. But you barely get through the opening credits before Zebede changes his mind and puts on a show about space pirates instead. But then he gives up on that too. He keeps looking at you for input, but the extent of your experience with troll pop culture is Ramel's knockoffs and that one shitty romance flick Polypa took you to see. It is actually understandable. Twink, well done, well done. You are not informed enough to have an opinion. You are seriously down for whatever. Zebede does the same thing with video games for a while, becoming increasingly more distressed. Oh no, Zebede's having decision paralysis and is also feeling the pressure to like pick something that he thinks will like. Oh no, poor Zebede. You feel deep empathy at his plight, but also mild annoyance. You understand this unreasonable fear of beefing it in front of your friends. You feel like that pretty much all the time. You eventually suggest to Zebede that you could just watch the last thing he watched on GrubTube. Zebede goes a delicate gray color that you've come to realize is the troll version of a Blanche.
Yeah, we could do that for sure, but, you know, a guy's GrubTube queue is, you know, kinda personal. Not that I don't trust you. If you can't trust randos you met online and invited to your house, who can you trust, right?
Words to live by. Or maybe not, I don't know. You feel that way too. You've also felt the overwhelming urge to throw yourself into the arms of strangers since you crash landed down here. You tell Zebede that you aren't going to judge him. You don't judge your friends. An overwhelming look of trembling gratitude comes over him, and once again you feel an uncomfortable pulse of empathy. You are used to being the desperate one. You aren't sure how you feel about this turnabout, all this social power. Excuse me.
Okay.
The two of you scroll down through the history of his GrubTube account, and you find yourself choked up by the incredible trust he is showing in you right now, letting someone behind the curtain. At me in my host phase. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. There doesn't really seem to be anything worth getting stressed over. No porn or anything. He does have a lot of videos of Sarava, specifically ones where they are actually on camera.
Yeah, they are so cool. It's so rad that you guys are tight. I really want to meet them someday.
He sighs, then he sighs again, a little louder. You catch on to your part in this bit and tell him that you can probably figure out a way to make that happen. You hope you don't have to follow through on that. Sarava's a busy guy, and you aren't sure they actually let anyone into their hive. Well, besides you. But you seem to be an exception to a number of rules. You keep that last part to yourself. Oh my gosh, Heterosapiens is... Oh my gosh, is it time for Drown the Streamer? Okay, here we go. We got 5? 5 currently. Oh man. Headsap is Heterosapien. Alright, well thank you for all those hydrates. Thank you for the hydrate spam. That helps me, that sustains me, it keeps me going. You keep that last part to yourself. The rest of the videos in his recent history are about a band called Hatched to Dance. Hatched to Dance. Music videos, interviews, and a compilation of vlogs. You ask him what all this is.
You've never heard of H2D? Really? They're so cool, they're my fave! I mean...
He gets shifty-eyed.
I mean, whatever, they're alright, I guess. Haha.
That's okay, Copper. You hoard those points. You hoard those happy caps like a greedy dragon. Hi, SoCal. Hi. Happy Saturday. Yes, we are friend simming again. We are making friends with an awkward internet troll. Not the classic type of internet troll, but literally a troll who is on the internet, who messaged us because we are mutuals with an internet famous troll. And it's awkward. It's very awkward.
I mean, whatever. They're alright, I guess. Haha. Their music is kinda catchy, and they have a pretty dope group dynamic.
You mentioned that all of them seem to be pretty good looking, too.
Haha, really? Zah. You think so?
You point out a guy with tall horns that swoosh into hooks, and a lot of white hair that falls into his eyes. This guy is particularly handsome.
Him? I mean, he's okay, I guess. If you're really basic.
Ouch. Dang.
Not that I think you're basic or anything.
He shows you some of the music videos. They have really high production values and extremely elaborate sets. All of the band members sing and dance and get very close to kissing each other. He'd been really nervous about showing you this. His deep, dark secret was that he likes music videos? My god. Is being into pretty pop stars some kind of cultural taboo?
Not really. Just, it's kind of lame, right? And I just really want you to like me.
Yeah, that's pretty obvious. And you do like him. You just wish he wouldn't say shit like that. It's embarrassing. And also it reminds you that you yourself have gone around doing pretty much the same thing. Pretending to agree with everything your prospective friends say, lying, saying you're into things you aren't. Just all around being a big phony. The circumstances are different for you, though. You're an alien. This is a hostile territory. You don't have a hive or a lucis or even horns. Shots fired, man down. Friendsim is getting meta. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there was like a definite fourth wall break earlier that I think Copper actually clipped. Actually, Friendsim does a pretty good job of breaking the fourth wall every now and again, and I love it. I love a good fourth wall break. See you in hell, fourth wall. I want to drown the streamer too, but I want to say for Captain, perfectly reasonable, Twink. Actually, thank you for not drowning me. I appreciate that. As a wolf, I have no use for money, but I care about rank. I love that. That's fabulous. So it's way less pathetic for you to be like this than it is for Zebede, right? Deep down, you know you're full of shit. Yes, that one. Thank you, Copper. You're just coming up with reasons to excuse behavior in yourself that you condemn in others. You hang your head in shame. Zebede, who is not privy to your internal monologue, looks confused. Is it possible that you're doing the wrong thing in your eternal quest for friends? Could it be that, before you can spiral any further into a full-blown existential crisis, you hear a noise from outside that you really, really don't like? Several noises, in fact. Oh no, what's happening? A crash, followed by a thump. Followed by a, get out of here, you fucking piece of shit, you thief! Oh dear. Zebede scrambles around to look over the back of the couch. You can just make out a shape through the window.
Hey, this is a totally wild question that I typically would never ask a potential friend, but did you steal that scuttle buggy?
Oh, right. We did crimes to be able to get here. Exactly, so-called. Exactly. To be more accurate, a spider wolf. Wow, Twink, you are many things. Ah, funny story. You didn't know how else to get out here. You did it for him, for your nascent friendship.
Oh wow, nobody's ever stolen a scuttle buggy from me before. Did you forget to take the GPS chip out though? Because I think whoever you stole it from found it.
GPS chip. Right. Fuck. This is not an auspicious start to your life of crime. Maybe you aren't quite ready to go it alone yet. Another crash and rattle. It sounds like someone is taking pieces out of Zebede's hive. You get up and start for the door.
Hey, what are you doing? You can't go out there because they look big. And they sound huge, and you'll get killed.
Right. He's definitely got a point there. But whoever is outside seems intent on demolishing his hive brick by brick, so they're gonna get in eventually anyway. Better for you to go out there now and face the music so at least one of you gets out of this. Zebede stares at you. Weird, globby, golden tears pool at the corners of his eyes.
You
would do that? For me? Nobody's ever offered to die for me before. Ah! That's so nice. Yeah, you're pretty nice. Also pretty idiotic considering you're about to go give yourself up to a big angry troll whose car you absolutely stole. Well, it's been fun while it lasted. Actually, it's been mostly terrible. Oh well, goodbye, cruel world.
wait!
You have one hand on the doorknob when Zebede's shout rings against the walls and ceiling.
No one is touching my new friend!
Wait, are we gonna like unleash the horde of bees upon the troll trying to kill us? Outside, the buzzing rises to a rattling crescendo, so loud that it no longer sounds like animals. It sounds like weather or a fighter jet. The intruder screams. You wince, but you are also overwhelmed by gratitude and excitement. Zebede did that. For you. The screams stop after a few seconds, and the buzzing gradually recedes. You and Zebede are left staring at the door, then at each other. Behind you, GrubTube is autoplaying an H2D interview. Little ambient crackles of the white electricity you've come to associate with physics wreathes Zebede before that phase too. Oh, hold up. Okay, so it doesn't actually show up in the drawing here, but yes, we suspected that Zebede is actually some kind of psychic troll. So perhaps Zebede was able to command the bees to make the angry murder troll be gone. Did he seriously telekinetically gather up a bunch of bees and just throw them?
No, that sounds hard and potentially dangerous for the bees. I more just asked them nicely. I'm bad at it though, sometimes it doesn't work.
Well, it sure worked this time.
Yeah!
Zebede nods, then he nods again. May the power of bees compel you!
Yeah, that was pretty cool, right?
I mean, yeah, actually telepathically asking bees to kill a man is impressive. The two of you venture outside to see what's going on. Nothing is going on. The night is quiet. The car is exactly where you left it, and there is no sign of the bees or the intruder. Oh my goodness. They really did make the intruder be gone. So either they ran away, or got stung so many times they dissolved into sludge. Who can say, really? Which ending is canon? It's up to you to figure out. You feel another pang of conscience, but it's not enough to cover up your ecstatic surge of happiness when you see how chuffed Zebede is to have set some bees on a guy. Oh my gosh, they use the word chuffed. I love the use of the word chuffed. I'm so chuffed by the use of chuffed. I'm gonna keep saying chuffed like this. Chuffed. Chuffed. Anyway, let me reread that. But it's not enough to cover up your ecstatic surge of happiness when you see how chuffed Zebede is to have set some bees on a guy. You tell him you're grateful. You think about adding that you're proud of him, but you don't want to literally make him explode. You let him hug you instead. Aw, we just had a hug.
Guess this means you have a scuttlebuggy now?
Yeah, spoils of war.
You want some buttery exploded kernels? I make them myself. Well, I put the kernels in a pot and explode them.
You tell him that sounds great. He's honestly pretty fun to visit. Minus the sudden attack, you're having a really nice time, and that part was honestly entirely your fault. He should quit putting himself down so much and being such a desperate piece of shit. You mean that in the nicest way possible, and it's pretty good advice in general. Yeah, everyone, stop putting yourself down so much and being such a desperate piece of shit. Yeah, I feel great about having said that to all of you. But I mean that in the nicest way possible. You know, just to have floating around out there. Finally, we can be friends! Oh my goodness. Look at them, they actually ended up having a really nice time. Goldbloods are psionics. The word psionic literally translates to magic in relation to electronics. Oh my goodness. It's the cutest shiz ever. Indeed. All right, well, that is Zebede.